Good morning and thank you for joining with me today. I often wonder, do people still do the horoscope? Do they go to the papers and see what life has in store for them? I wonder if they do. I wonder if you do it. Do you read the stars every day? If you do, I hope you do it just for fun. King Louis XI of France was a great believer in astrology. He was very impressed when an astrologer foretold that a lady of his court would die in 8 days' time, and in actual fact she did. Unfortunately for the astrologer, Louis decided that he didn't particularly like having someone around who could predict such things, so he actually determined to get rid of him. And he summoned the man to his apartments, having first told his servants to throw the visitor out of the window when he, the king, gave the signal. So he said, "You claim to understand astrology and to know the fate of others." That was the question he put to the man. "So tell me, right now, what will your fate be? How long do you have to live?" The astrologer said, "I shall die, Your Majesty, just 3 days before you." The king cancelled his plans. George Matheson was a young divinity student and he lost his sight. Shortly afterwards, his fiancée broke off their engagement. He struggled to finish his degree with his eyesight gone, but in due course he completed the course and he went to Inellin, which is a small village on the shores of the Firth of Clyde near Dunoon. But he was the man that wrote that lovely hymn, "O Love That Will Not Let Me Go." And in one verse he says, "O joy that seekest me through pain, I cannot close my heart to thee. I trace the rainbows through the rain and feel the promise that is not vain, that morn shall tearless be." He still had hope. 2,000 years ago, another man who had become perhaps the greatest messenger for the Christian faith, his name was Paul, and he wrote these words: "I have learnt to be content in whatever the circumstances. The secret of being content in every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, I can do everything through him who gives me strength." I don't know what you may be going through this day. What I'll say to you is the stars or astrology will not help, but I believe the Lord is with you, and by his grace you will make it through. God bless you, and again, thank you ever so much for listening to me today.